Hello. Many Lives, Many Masters is a book written by Dr. Brian Weiss, a prominent psychiatrist living in America.
This book is a true story about himself and his young patient and the past life therapy that changed both their lives. As a traditional psychotherapist, Dr. Brian Weiss was astonished and skeptical when one of his patients began recalling past life traumas that seemed to hold the key to her recurring nightmares and anxiety attacks. Using past life regression therapy, he was able to cure the patient and embark on a new, more meaningful phase of his own career. Dr. Brian Weiss conducts workshops and seminars in and outside United States that explains and teach self-regression and meditation techniques. He is a strong bridge, connects spirituality and modern science. In this video, Courtney D. Starkey, who is trained by Dr. Brian Weiss in PLR therapy, briefly explains about Dr. Brian Weiss and the benefits of past life therapy.
Dr. Brian Weiss is a pioneer in the field of past life regression hypnosis, and more than 30 years ago he stumbled into this wonderful work quite by accident. When working with a patient who had a severe phobia, he was using hypnosis to help her access and unlock where her phobia originated. He assumed that it had occurred in her current life and asked her to go back to the time when the phobia first started. She went back to a time before her current life, and he was rather perplexed because he didn't know anything yet about past life regression. As he listened to her story, he was fascinated but also skeptical about her ability to remember a past life. Since he is quite the scientist and researcher, he looked into other research that's been done about past life regression and learned quite a bit from the work of Dr. Ian Stevenson and others who had documented similar cases. Still, he was rather skeptical, until a few sessions later, while working with the same patient, his father and his baby who had passed came through his patient and gave him messages. These messages were very powerful and something that the patient could not have known on her own. And since then, he's been a believer in this wonderful work of past life regression. And he's been quite the champion of making the public aware of this wonderful work, especially through his book, Many Lives, Many Masters. And due to this book and all of his speaking engagements and all of the training that he does for other practitioners, he's been able to unlock the world of past life regression hypnosis, making the public aware, which is wonderful because there's so much emotional and physical healing that can occur when people access these memories that are very much affecting the subconscious mind, even though the conscious mind isn't necessarily aware of them. And as I mentioned, he trains practitioners. And I actually was very, very fortunate to be able to train with him myself. And since I've worked with him, I've been able to work with so many clients and experience the healing that they have gotten to enjoy, healing that affects their relationships, their work, healing that allows them to learn their life's purpose and to know what to do with it and to take steps toward fulfilling and achieving it. And also, after they've tried and tried and tried a variety of forms of traditional medicine, there's also physical healing that occurs, things that are so varied and so beautiful. And it doesn't just affect my clients. My clients also report back to me that after having a session, that there's been such a shift in energy that the dynamics between them and people that they have relationships with, it's also affecting those other people. And it could be a romantic relationship, it might be a sibling or a parent or a friend or even a colleague, but something shifts even though that other person isn't even aware that a past life regression session has occurred. But the energy changes and they feel it and things get better. And one of the most fascinating things that I've been able to work on with clients thus far is mothers or future mothers who want to meet their future babies. And they've been able to bond and spend time with their babies through accessing their energy through hypnosis. And the more that I experience with my clients, the more that I learn that this work seems to help in all areas of life. And the current life, but also the past life, and even work in the future. And the future affects the current life because the current life is the precursor to the future. So it all ties together very beautifully, and it helps the person in the here and the now, even though it's accessing the past and the future. It's beautiful, beautiful work. And I recommend that if you get a chance, try it. It's really, really wonderful. And accessing your connection to the spiritual realm and to all of the wisdom that surrounds you, there's something that's so comforting about that. And it makes you realize that everything is happening as it should, and everything is really, really okay. I highly, highly recommend it.